Hello, this is 48 Hours True Crime. Late on the night of June 19, 2025, along a foggy road in Hampton Bays, New York, a woman was found unconscious. Lying on the side of the highway next to a crushed pink suitcase. Her name was Sarah Burack, 40 years old, once a promising real estate agent, a former reality TV personality, and someone who used to live among the ultra-wealthy in the Hamptons. Just hours later, she died at the hospital with no family by her side. The person who hit her? A marine biologist from Virginia, who drove away from the scene as if nothing had ever happened. But hold on. This is only the beginning of an unbelievable story. Round pushpin, what happened before this will leave you speechless. Sarah had once appeared on the Netflix reality show $1 Million Beach House, a series following young agents chasing multi-million-dollar mansion deals in the Hamptons. But while the cameras spotlighted glamorous sales and luxurious parties, behind the scenes, Sarah's real life was starting to unravel. Round pushpin, and this is exactly why it might change the way you see the ultra-rich forever. We're going to take you back in time to trace her downfall, step by step, from a woman who once had it all to an unrecognized victim, left alone in the dark. What really happened to Sarah Burack? Why did a woman who once belonged to the elite circles of the Hamptons end up homeless, paranoid, and completely alone? And did the woman who hit Sarah truly not realize she had struck a person? Or is there something she's not telling us? Round pushpin, many people made critical mistakes right at this turning point. Backhand index pointing right, stay tuned. As we uncover the full truth behind that pink suitcase. Sarah Burack was born on November 15, 1984 and grew up in Southampton, Long Island. A place where America's wealthiest spend their summers drifting between champagne parties and beachfront mansions. She studied business administration and eventually broke into the world of luxury real estate. In 2012, Sarah joined Nest Seekers International, a high-end brokerage firm with offices in New York, London, and Beverly Hills. In one of her rare interviews, Sarah once said, "I love real estate. I love the feeling of turning a property into someone's dream. This isn't just a job, it's who I am." Round pushpin, but what most people didn't realize is that very identity would also lead her to the edge of the abyss. In 2020, Sarah appeared on the Netflix reality show $1 Million Beach House, a series that followed a group of young agents battling for deals in the Hamptons, where even a 10,000 square foot lawn could be worth more than a Manhattan apartment. But Sarah only appeared in a few brief scenes. And then she vanished. No explanation. No follow-up. Direct hit. That moment was the first time Sarah was swallowed by the very world she had once dreamed of conquering. Starting in 2022, Sarah began to change. Noticeably. According to her ex-boyfriend, she had started abusing Adderall, a powerful stimulant, to keep working longer hours. She believed that if she stopped working, she would simply disappear from the Hamptons. Round pushpin, what happened next? You won't believe. Sarah became paranoid. She claimed someone was trying to poison her with anthrax, that the US government had planted listening devices in her food, that her coworkers were plotting to steal her real estate deals. She began to withdraw from society, cutting people off, refusing help, and eventually quitting her job at Nest Seekers. And most shocking of all, she chose to become homeless even though she still had money in her account. Her mother offered to rent her an apartment, but Sarah refused. She was convinced the FBI had wired the place with surveillance devices. She sold her car. She sold her apartment. Then, dragging along a now infamous pink suitcase, she couch-surfed in gym locker rooms and spent long hours at public libraries, obsessively trying to build a legal case about a stolen commission she believed had been taken from her. Round pushpin, but wait, this is the most crucial part. Sarah launched a GoFundMe campaign, asking for $276,000, claiming she was under legal attack by government officials, lawyers, and major real estate firms. She didn't receive a single donation. The night of June 18, 2025, Sarah was seen at a taxi stand in Hampton Bays. She asked for a cardboard box. Her hair was disheveled, her body odor was strong, and her demeanor was agitated. She told an employee she had been showering at the local Planet Fitness gym. At 2:45 a.m. on June 19th, Sarah was walking directly in the traffic lane, pulling her wheeled pink suitcase behind her. Through thick fog on Montauk Highway, And then, according to police, a dark-colored SUV came speeding through. Behind the wheel was Amanda Kemp, 32 years old, a marine biologist from Virginia. The impact was brutal. Amanda didn't stop. She didn't call 911. She didn't alert the police. Instead, she drove straight to a friend's house with Sarah's pink suitcase still lodged underneath her car. Round pushpin, you won't believe this. She claimed she didn't even notice. Or at least, that's what she says. Thanks to license plate reader cameras, police were able to identify the vehicle. Amanda was arrested on June 20, 2025 and charged with leaving the scene of a fatal accident, a Class D felony, carrying a maximum sentence of 7 years in prison. In court, Amanda's attorney claimed that she thought she had hit a traffic post, not a person, and that she had not been drinking that night. Round pushpin, but here's what most people don't know. Prior to the crash, Amanda was seen at a local bar. Police suspect she had been drinking. And the damage to her SUV? The front end was severely dented, the kind of damage a traffic post couldn't possibly cause. Was she guilty? I believe she was. The law is clear. A driver must know, or reasonably should have known, that they caused injury or death. When Amanda arrived at her friend's house and saw a pink suitcase stuck beneath her car, she should have called the police immediately. Round pushpin, this is where so many people make a critical mistake. And the price they pay is everything. The most terrifying part of this case isn't the collision, or even the hit and run. It's the way Sarah, a living, breathing human being, slowly vanished from society, without anyone noticing, without anyone reaching her in time. From a real estate agent who once appeared on Netflix, who had friends, a home, million-dollar contracts, to a forgotten woman, homeless, dragging a pink suitcase through the shadows of empty mansions. In a place where people buy illusions, not homes. Round pushpin, and this is why this case might change the way you see glamour forever. Sarah became the symbol of the Hamptons dream unraveling. A dream built on appearances where everyone pretends to be living the perfect life. But underneath it all is emptiness, isolation, and the crushing pressure to succeed. Studio microphone, final thoughts. When you see the last image of Sarah, a woman lying lifeless in the fog, next to a pink suitcase, on the very road she once drove down in a luxury car, you begin to understand. Not everyone dies because they're poor. Some die because they've been forgotten. Thank you for watching 48 Hours True Crime. We'll see you next time.